Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are jumping right into the Detroit real estate market, and look at this. This is the Redfin weekly market housing data, and this year Detroit, you know what, around this time, this big jump is when most places in the United States actually started going down. And it's really interesting to see this chart because this chart doesn't really outline how the rest of the United States looks. You know what? The fact that in this month, this year, basically, the prices didn't skyrocket like in other places in the United States, kind of sort of shows that we're not really in a housing bubble in Detroit. Although it looks like, you know, with this big jump, it definitely took it to new heights. But since then, it started coming down. Now, as we know, last week, the Feds raised the rates, then the mortgage banking rates, the rates. We're seeing major layoffs happening in the banking industry. And the CPI report, the inflation report came out this week, and it's terrible news. Inflation is at 8.3 and it's raging on. So the Feds will continue to raise the rates, and we will most likely continue to see prices fall. Now, we can look at charts like this all we want, but at the end of the day, we need to jump into the actual market to see how it looks. Now, this is Detroit, guys. This is what it's all about right here. And basically, right now, I do have the search on Zillow set to 90 days because I'm really trying to find those homes that have been sitting on the market, you know, the longest, right? Most likely, homes that are sitting on the market longer are going to have big price cuts. And look at this, the first one we see, almost $750,000 price cut. This is a $2 million house. This is insane. Check this out. It's a castle. Look, you can get, this house must have so much history. It's 14,000 square foot. It looks like it's 3 levels. I guarantee you it has a basement too. It's 7 bedrooms, 7 bath, $2 million. It's like, it's insane. It's like you're coming in here. I could tell you, it definitely looks like it's gonna need a lot of work. Here's the problem, guys. You know, although you do get to live in an absolute mansion, it's beautiful, right? It's amazing. It's probably has so much history. You need to have a lot of money to be able to, you know, keep this house looking really nice. Make sure the plumbing is good. I mean, this, you know, you're talking about major renovations. You're talking about, you know, a lot of work all the time, a lot of maintenance, but guess what? You do get to live in this beautiful, well, I wouldn't say it's totally beautiful, but hey, after you're done with it, after, you know, you put all your personal little things on it, you know, it could look amazing, right? And I mean, who knows? You could probably turn this into a bed and breakfast or something like that. But look, it has a little detached house right here. Looks like the neighbor's house is equally as big. This is most likely from those roaring 20s when or in the 40s or 50s when, you know, there was a huge boom in the car industry. And guarantee you, if you really look at the history of this house, there's probably some crazy stuff. And, you know, probably the owner of Ford or something like that maybe owned this house, or one of the, you know, top head guys at that company, or Dodge or whatever. Because remember, you know, this is where the automobile business industry started for the most part. This is where it really took off in Detroit. But then, you know, started really heading down south. Now, we know that in the 2008 crash, we saw crazy how prices crash in Detroit. You were able to literally buy a house for like $500. Now, since those days, prices have come up, but there's still, you know, some really cheap prices here. I mean, like, look, $37,000 for 1,000 square foot. I mean, again, $37,000 is nothing, guys. Your mortgage will be like $500. Again, $47,000. You know what? I don't know too much about Detroit. I'm almost positive that some of these houses are in bad neighborhoods. But, you know, I mean, when you're looking at a house for $50,000 in, you know, 2022, you know that there's something really wrong with that house. But then, you know, you come across something like this for $156,000. Maybe this neighborhood is not so bad. definitely needs a lot of work, but again, it's 2,400 square foot, 3 bedroom, 3 bath. This house looks pretty insane, although you need to, do a huge paint. You need to put a lot of money into it. Obviously, look at that kitchen, it's destroyed. You need an entire kitchen, but you throw in an extra $100,000, and if the bones are there, you might have a really, really nice house. Right now, obviously, the house needs a lot of work. Now, would you want to invest $100,000 in a house like this in Detroit? That is the biggest question, right? Maybe it's better to just buy a house that's already done, that looks nice, and you might be able to get it for a decent price, right? But definitely, as I'm scrolling here, the prices are so low, and like again, Detroit has been really beat up, especially since the last '08 crash. Now look at this one. Oh my God, look at this, okay? This is an abandoned house for $5,000, 2,500 square foot. They don't even tell you how many bedroom, how many bathroom. Nobody's going in. This is basically you're buying the land for $5,000. I could tell you that the street here looks completely jacked up. This is a really bad neighborhood, and it definitely an older neighborhood. It does have the grass on both sides of the sidewalk, which I love. But you buy something like this, you need to build a house. This house is probably falling apart. It's completely unlivable right now. Building a house, it's gonna cost you about $400,000, especially a house like this, right? To build a house like this, you're gonna spend a lot more than $400,000. You probably need $700,000, for 2,500 square feet. And then again, now you're gonna have the nicest house in this really crappy neighborhood. So this is basically a tear down. It will cost you more money to tear down this house, right? They're selling it for $5,000. It's gonna cost you like probably $15,000 to haul it all away. So man, I just can't believe what happened to Detroit. Such a promising city, and just completely just completely destroyed, right? Check this one out. This one is in foreclosure. $209,000, 2,100 square feet, almost 22, 4 bedroom, 4 bath. This is on foreclosure, guys. This could be a sick deal. This definitely looks move-in ready. Look at that, $200,000. Gotta make sure it's a nice neighborhood, but I can tell you the floors are nice. This is a steal. This is a foreclosure, guys. This could be a really good find for the right family. There's something going on right here. Look at this. I just want to point this out. Do you see how there's just like a doorway and it's missing a piece, something here? Like maybe there was like a little balcony at one point, where you just got to be careful, make sure that door is locked, because whenever you have structural pieces like that are missing, and basically someone can open this door and fall, the bank is going to make you fix that before they lend you the money. But no, this house looks pretty insane. You could look at the neighbor's house that looks like a decently nice new car-ish. So this looks like a really nice neighborhood. 200,000, guys, makes you really think about maybe living here. Now look, what does 425,000 gets you? Gets you a mansion. I gotta tell you, these prices are better than Texas. Literally so much better than Texas. You think Texas has good deals? My God, come to Detroit. Now, I know what many of you guys are going to say. You're crazy. Detroit is a pile. It's dangerous. It's going nowhere. But again, when you look at a house, 129,000, there's like, when you look at houses for $500,000. Let's see what 500. Look, I'm not even seeing a lot of price cuts, believe it or not. It looks like the housing market in Detroit is sort of hot. But yeah, this is inside this house is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that kitchen. Super nice. Look at that backsplash with the wall. This is awesome. This is completely awesome. The floors looks really nice. Let's look at that neighborhood back there. The neighborhood looks okay. So again, this is $500,000. You're getting 3,300 square foot. You're getting a lot of house here. Looks really, really nice. Looks like all the neighborhood homes are equally as nice. This is a steal, guys. Look, you get this separated garage, old school. Love it. Parking out in the back. Long ass driveway. old neighborhood for sure, but this is a nice house. I bet you there's a lot of history here. It looks like it's 3 levels too. Man, okay, what do we do? Oh, wow, look. It does have some history. Hollow tile and stucco residence, Boston Boulevard follows English style. So they made a little posting about this house back in the days. Very, very cool. Guys, $500,000, sort of expensive for Detroit, but again, you're getting a lot of house. So as we jump on and kind of scroll, I am seeing some price cuts. I'm seeing some homes that are unbelievably cheap, and obviously it's for a reason. And it's just kind of nice to see that, there are some affordable houses here, but the only problem, unfortunately, is that, it is a city that, has very little hope right now, right? Look at this. You get to buy this sick ass place. Look at these houses. These houses are just, old school, huge. It's like an era that is just not here anymore, right? Like, we don't need that much space these days. But here's a 1,400 square foot, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, $389. You get to live in this awesome apartment building. The home in here looks really nice. It looks really safe. It looks like it's in the middle of it all. Again, $389, sort of expensive. So, for the right house, it's not that cheap, right? I guarantee you some of these homes under $100,000 are probably in really bad neighborhoods. And you got to put that into account. Like this one, $45,000. But, where are you living, right? Who's your neighbor? What kind of a school district do you have? I mean, is this house going to stay $45,000 for the next 10 years? That's what investors are thinking about, return on investment. And, it's all fun and games to buy a house super cheap. But at the end of the day, you're going to get stuck with this. I mean, this house is cute. Like, I like it. It needs work. And if it was in a nice neighborhood, it could be a great investment. It's $70,000. But, it might not, right? It might stay $70,000 forever. But wow, what do you guys think? Here's $1.2 million. This is what you get. This is definitely luxury living, 5,000 this square foot. So this is definitely a mansion. A mansion for $1 million. You get to be right on the water. This is sick. $300 HOA fee. I could tell there's an HOA fee just by looking at this, but check this out. This is the real deal. This is what you need to get. I mean, if you're moving to Detroit, you got a little bit of coin. What's up with this parking lot back here, though? Hate it. Hate this parking lot. Okay, hopefully this is gonna be houses, and because nobody wants to live next to that. What's up with that? It's a big ass parking lot. There must be like a big factory or something. Let me see here. This picture shows it. So I get it. So you're kind of close to a marina. And this is literally the house to get, guys. This is insane. They don't even show you the inside of the house because the outside is so awesome. But here is the inside. Unbelievably awesome. Again, $1.2 million and you get to live like a king. This is what living like a king is like. I'm telling you this right now. Furnishing a house like this is going to cost you another $1 million bucks. Because furniture, I don't care if you're living in Detroit or not. Furniture is expensive. Check out this beautiful Mustang right here. This is a fastback. This is one of the expensive ones. There's a little smoker here. Yeah, man, this guy's been living it up for sure. He's got a beautiful house right on the water. Really, really nice. $1.2 million. I'm sure this has been an incredible place to live. So yeah, Detroit still with some deals. But, there's definitely some areas that are super, super affordable, which, lead me to believe are probably pretty dangerous and not worth buying. Again, if it's under $100,000, there's something up with that house. So I encourage you guys to check out, Detroit, if you're thinking about it. It looks like as the market crashes, if we jump right back into the Redfin weekly housing market data, we could see that prices did go up. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I definitely think we will be crossing the 2021 mark and definitely heading into 2019 territory, which will be very bad for Detroit. Detroit definitely doesn't need that right now. But again, it's where the market is going, and there's nothing we can do to stop it at this point. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish this video. Please, if you want me to research a specific city, just let me comment down below and I will jump on it right away. If you're new to my channel and you like my videos, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.